Hi, my name is Rebekah Shaffer. I am graduating in the spring of 2026 with a degree in accounting and a minor in forensic accounting.
Becca has grown so much through the last 4 years, and I think being a part of this program, being here means a lot to her. And she's had to overcome some adversity, some hurdles physically and everything to be able to do this. And she's put in a lot of time and effort to be able to continue to swim and overcome surgery and things like that to continue to be a part of this. She cares a lot about this team. She cares a lot about her teammates. She's a great team person. She's always cheering for people, always supporting people. Definitely brings an element of fun and joking around at what we do as well. And I think that's something you have to have. You have to have people that can lighten the mood, keep things, this team's really good at working hard and taking things seriously. That's not something we have to get them to do. So it's really important that you have people that keep things light and fun as well. And Becca definitely does that. She's somebody that's been around during the summers, and that's honestly several of these seniors have. And that's, like I said, that adds a different element when you can, get to be around people year round in a smaller group during the summer in a little bit different type of environment. I think that adds to things a lot. But just seeing her persevere, put in the work. I remember, a couple years ago, one of her 200 IMs at conference, how fired up that got the whole team when she won a best time kind of early on in that meet down in Evansville. So she's done some things, and just through her perseverance that have really set the tone for other people when they see, hey, somebody's working really hard to turn things around from an injury and stuff like that as well. So really appreciate how much she cares about this program, how much she cares about her teammates, and the investment she's put in there.
My time here at Indiana State has been a roller coaster, to say, and there's been a lot of ups and downs, but overall, it's probably been the best thing that I could have ever gone through, and I'm so glad that everything in life led me here. I would say there's so many memories to choose from every year that I've been here. My favorite one would probably have to be celebrating our conference win with everybody, just going to breakfast at 6 a.m. straight off the bus. It was amazing. And then celebrating that whole day with everybody. It was just a lot of fun and something that you look back and you think this is all worth it in the end. And these are all the people that you've gone through everything with. And also, I would have to say my second favorite memory, sidetrack, Okay, anyways, my second favorite memory, that's kind of the same as number one, was my freshman year, our training trip to Florida. Just because I got paired with three seniors, and it was Marnie Gray, Sarah Moreau, and Tori Johns, and they took me under their wing, and it really just helped me be the person I am. And Sarah Moreau is just a funny person, and put them together, it's just, you're nonstop laughing the whole time, and that whole trip it made it so much easier to be with everybody and be there. Being a part of this team has meant so much to me in every way, shape, and form. It's made me the person I am today. Coming in my freshman year to now, I feel like I'm a completely different person. I have so much more independence, and a lot of the people in my freshman year that took me under their wings really helped me be the person I am today. And all of the support that you have from all the girls here just makes you who you are, and the amount of just togetherness that this team brings to me and everybody else who comes through this program just means a whole lot. It's just, it's hard to put into words what being on this team has meant to me, besides the basic, it's taught me so much about myself and about others and all these paths of life. And I'm gonna take everything that I've learned throughout my 4 years here and continue it, and hopefully be able to teach other people down the road in my future. So after I graduate in the spring, I don't really have a plan for my next steps. I'm probably gonna move back home unless I find a job somewhere that allows me to obviously go and continue my life there. But ultimately, my goal as of right now is just to move back home, spend some time with my family, continue to obviously look for a job or someplace that can take me, and just for the first time in a very long time, just relax for a little bit. And that's all I really am looking forward to. growing up, my mom, she was in accounting and she's still in accounting today. And I was just always around her, like at work, because she would have to take care of me because daycare, blah, blah, blah. And so just growing up around that, I was very intrigued and fascinated by it. And then my dad, he does more of like the management side of everything, but he still has some numbers to deal with. So it was just more like grew up around it. And then once I started to do it in like high school, I realized that this is something that like interests me. And I was like, oh, maybe I should do this as my path of life. And then the forensic side, I always like a little bit of criminal every once in a while, like, little document, and so I was just like, why not throw it in there? It's a few extra classes, won't hurt. I would say my relationship with Josh, and all my other coaches, I'm very thankful for, and I've learned a lot from them. Specifically with Josh, like he was one of the coaches that believed in me, which I'm very thankful for. And then obviously with anything, there are ups and downs, and we have had our ups and downs, which it's not very something you really want to talk about, but it's out there. But ultimately in the end, like he never gave up in believing on me, which I'm thankful for. And then just my other coaches, Chris, my first 2 years, and now Sean, like going through those changes was a lot, but they both brought like a sense and like their own way to things, which I was very thankful for. And like Chris, like my first 2 years being here, it was very much, he showed me the way. And now Sean, he's showing me a different way. And I'm using all of these relationships that I've built with all three of these people, and I'm taking everything into my new life and new perspective. And they've almost taught me a sense of being able to be who I am, but also holding me accountable to everything that I need to be held accountable to, which in the end, like, it's been rough, but I'm so thankful for my relationship with all of them. The main advice that I tell every freshman, sophomore, junior, anybody that's coming in is just to have fun with it. You think 4 years and you're like, oh, people say it goes by quick, but truly, once you go through it, you understand how quickly it does go by. And there's been so many times where I've like reflected back on my first 2 years and I'm like, I should have had a little bit more fun with things, or I should have done things a little bit differently. But ultimately in the end, like, if you just have fun with everything you're doing, but also putting in the work and being surrounded by everybody, like, that's all that you can really do. And it's not gonna hurt to be that crazy person at practice that does weird things. There's always gonna be that one person. For me, it was Liv DeRuza from my last year, and everybody knows that she was that crazy girl, and it doesn't hurt to be that person. And ultimately, if you just have fun and you support everybody who's standing alongside you, who's in the lane next to you, there's the best thing you can do, and it's gonna help you get through everything. My biggest thanks I wanna give is to my family, my mom and dad especially, and my brother and sister, of course, and just all of our close family friends as well. And I also wanna give a big thanks to my childhood best friend, Lexi, who supported me from a distance, and as well as everybody who I grew up club swimming with, high school swimming with, and now college swimming with, everybody who supported me in any way, shape, or form. I just want to say thank you so much for everything you've done for me. I feel like it's gonna be very emotional just because last year and like all the years past of senior day, I've been a wreck, and it's just, now it's your turn and you're like, okay, like this is my turn to do this. But I also think at the same time, it won't really hit me until conference is done or it's like my last swim, just because you still have to show up for practice and everything. But just being able to compete there for the last time will just truly show like a full circle moment. And, you know, walking with my mom and dad will be very emotional. Seeing all the other seniors, emotional. Everybody in the stands, all the underclassmen, kind of like your last little hurrah with them at Vigo competition-wise, but also like you still have the rest of the season with them, which will be very exciting and hopefully very good. So it'll just be a roller coaster of emotion, but I am so excited for it and very thankful for everything.